Hey everyone, welcome to the next video, product research demo, ideas to AliExpress, where basically in this video I'm going to take you through product research across the different sites that I showed you in the last video. All those different methods and all those different sites that I mentioned in that one slide are actually research methods to find winning products and then use AliExpress to source them. All right. So in the next video, then we'll look at actually importing those products onto your store and getting them set up on your store with Overwell. But in this video, we're actually going to do a live demo of using these different sources here to find product ideas, starting with AliExpress. Okay. AliExpress, I'm going to talk about in two different ways. Number one, of course, is that AliExpress is where we source the items. And so when you look at all these different ideas here, or like places here, Amazon, Facebook, Taobao, these different things, okay, we're finding ideas that we can then come to AliExpress and try to source those ideas on AliExpress. So no matter what, we're always going to be coming back to AliExpress to try to source ideas, okay? But AliExpress is also a good place to try and find ideas as well. Like I mentioned here, one of the things you want to consider is the mobile app, because it has a few different ways to search items that you can't find on the desktop, like the fan zone and the buyer's picks. Okay. And then there's manual ways you can search with AliExpress too. So in this video, I'm going to go through like all the manual methods of using these different sites to look for ideas. And then I'll do another video where I talk about the actual softwares you can use, and I'll demonstrate some of the softwares. But it's really good no matter what to have a good understanding of how we go through and find product ideas. So starting off on AliExpress, I've already done a little bit of this in the OPS training. So there's a video on there about using AliExpress to find product ideas. So that you can use that as well. I'm not going to go too in depth on this one because this is more about showing you some of the other methods. But just in a brief recap, and for those of you that may not have watched that video yet, I will talk about AliExpress at first as a place that you can actually do research. All right. So number one, right here, AliExpress has always got something going on, whether it's Brands Week or sales or flash sales, or there's always something going on here in the homepage. And these are all clickable links that you can use that can help steer you towards ideas. Okay, so just right in there, every couple of days, every week when you check, they update this all the time. AliExpress is definitely up on the trends and running deals and finding new items and new things. So this is the brand's shopping week right now. That's one of the big things they're advertising. And when they do this, it can be a great way to find ideas. Okay, it's going to change all the time. So when you're watching this video right now, this is going to be completely different. They may not be doing brand's shopping week, but there's generally always stuff in here in different categories and things that you can check out. It's probably going to be hit or miss, right? They might not always be running this fines under $5 buyer paradise thing. But you want to check often because sometimes they will be running it and you can find a great deal. So when we're looking on this page, right, this is just a matter of looking. That's all. We're just looking for good ideas. We're looking for unique product ideas. Not only unique product ideas, but stuff that might fit the type of store that we have as well. So we can sort up here by category or bestsellers, top stores. So you could sort by top stores and then just kind of look through, because each one of these stores could be completely, like, for example, all kinds of different stuff too, from pets to art to outdoors, indoors, decoration, furniture covers, chairs. Interesting stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Decontamination bath brush sponge from a top brand. Interesting picture, because if that's what it really does, then it would be a really cool product. because people with pots and pans know what that's like, and generally probably love to get rid of it. This is the type of product, though, like I said before, can I market this effectively? You would need a video for this product. Using these pictures is not going to sell. It's just not believable, right? You would need a video demonstrating this happening and showing the outcome and the effect to really sell this product effectively. All right, we're going to talk about videos when we get to Facebook ads. So for now, I'll just say that you would need a video for this, okay? Now, top brand, right? Its ratings are good. Product rating is good. So it seems to work. It's got a decent amount of orders. And so right now, just in searching through ideas, like this is a decent product idea right here. Lots of content and information to use. Okay, so we found a decent product idea. All right, and I'm just showing you right now, basically using the homepage to open up categories and then go through those categories and just kind of see what you see, right? And one product idea will lead to more, because now I have this. What I always like to do from there is open up the actual store itself and see what else is in that store. New arrivals, top selling, these are usually the two things that I look at. I like to look at top selling just to get an idea of what their best selling products are. Maybe there will be something in there that could be good. Taking forever to load. There we go. All right, so I can see that some of their best-selling home good items that are cool. Now, these types of items are a little bit like this is pretty cool, but these are kind of old at this point. Same thing here, kind of old. So products might be kind of old and they may not do any good for you in actually selling them, but still in the phase of building out your store, some of this stuff, if you see a product that was maybe it won't sell anymore because it's already been sold and it's not new, but these would still be good products to put on your store and make sure that you are good products on your store to make sure that you're filling your store with stuff people will be interested in. All right, and multi-function kitchen tableware. So they have some interesting stuff here you could put on your store just to kind of fill your store up. And that's what you can do sometimes when you find a reliable brand that you know you can trust. So new arrivals is another place I like to check, because this is where you'll find, of course, new product ideas that may not even be getting sold yet. Again, hit or miss. It doesn't always mean it's going to work or it's going to do something well. But you might be able to find ideas in the new items category. Also, when you find an item that's interesting, you can go all the way down to the bottom and you can look in the related items. This is items from the seller. So other things that they sell on their store that they are in like a similar category from other sellers. So you can look at different stuff like now this, it'll sometimes be random. Like this isn't even the same category. This looks like a workout thing for a person's butt. Hip trainer muscles. It's kind of funny, but these are all like cleaning items. So, some of these items are kind of cool. So you can see just by looking at one item, we're able to find multiple other item ideas that could be cool, like this, like this. Like this. This is a great idea. This is a good idea. This is a good idea. It's an old product, but it was a winning product. So just from going through there, we were able to get a few ideas of other items that might be available out there. This one, good feedback, good score. Again, I think that you would want a video for something like this. Even though you can tell what it is, a video would make it much more engaging than just showing a picture like that, right? Like a picture like that isn't going to really excite people, but finding a video of somebody using this and actually cleaning their glasses would be, I think, much more exciting to people. This, same thing, good product idea. A picture kind of does the whole thing here, but again, you finding a video that actually shows somebody straining with this in place, I think would be much better. And videos, again, we'll talk about how to find videos, but this is also a good one. It has variants: green, blue, pink, white. Items that have variants, especially low-priced items that have variants, are great because people might want to buy more than one, and so you can do bundle offers and different types of things when there are multiple different color styles available, and it gives a chance to sell more than one to people. This was the $5 under deals. Oh, we also found this from the homepage too. So when I clicked on that tab, the under $5 deals. So these are things that are on sale. And one thing that you want to consider when you're going to price your product is if it's on sale, you want to make sure you price it in accordance with when it goes off sale. Okay? So that's something you can figure out by messaging the supplier when you go to an item, because let's say, all right, let's find something. This, for example. Okay, let's say you want to, this looks like a cool item, and let's say you want to sell this, but you need, look at it, it's half off right now, all right? So right now, this model is $247, but it's over 50% off. In 3 days, it could go back to $562. So if you put this on your store and price it according to the sale price, and then in a few days the sale's gone and the price is here, then you might be out of luck, right? You might have an item on your store that is not even profitable for you. So you want to make sure that you are on top of the prices. And so the thing to ask this supplier would be, hey, I see you got this chair. It's on a great sale right now. Is it going to stay on sale after the shopping week is over, or will it go back to the regular price? Because then if it's at this regular price, either you need to be able to sell this chair for like $649 to make an okay profit on it, or it's just not worth actually selling this chair if it's not, sometimes AliExpress, the prices aren't that cheap. Like this is already $562 for a chair. Now, I'm not saying that it might not be worth it. This chair might really be worth like $1,000 for all I know in the type of chair world that it is. But it doesn't matter. If people aren't willing to pay, that's a lot of money for a chair. So if people are already looking at $562 and looking at this chair and thinking that's about what that chair is worth, and then you want to come in and make a profit and try to charge $700, that just might push you out of the range of what people are willing to pay for this. And so it may not be profitable for you to sell at $562. It may only be profitable to sell at $247, and then you can mark it up to $399, and then people are still getting a great deal. But if it's not going to stay at that price, and it doesn't work, okay? So be aware with that when you are looking at items that are on sale. But AliExpress is really an easy way to find ideas, okay? When it comes to AliExpress, it's mostly just about looking, right? You can get started on the homepage and you can go through and just find ideas. So best match, I'm not sure where they're coming up with that. Like these are just random ideas that they're showing here from top to bottom. And right now my internet's having trouble loading, or else it would continue loading stuff here at the bottom. But there's so much you can find just by coming to the homepage of AliExpress and looking for different ideas. Like what's this, for example? Kids tent. Oh, it comes in different pieces. So you see this one, and then when you come to the bottom, again, one of the biggest things that is going to help you find more ideas is when you open up an idea, not just settling there, but then coming down to the bottom and seeing what else is available. Because sometimes you'll find more unique items or better priced items, or maybe an item with a better review, find related items that are really cool that have to do with the same niche or the same type of product that you could sell as well. And so this one is cool. That's a cool image that would probably spark a lot of people's interest, or something like this. You have multiple options here. It's kind of expensive, but come down here to the bottom, and I keep finding more ideas. Right? More ideas and more ideas. And so that's kind of an example of using AliExpress. And I just get into a rotation of finding products that look cool. Like, you're just really looking for a starting point a lot of times on AliExpress. You find an idea that looks cool, and then you just start opening up the store to see what other products they have, and then going down to the bottom of the page on the products and just kind of scrolling through whatever's showing up, right? You might see some really cool ideas that start to show up based on other sellers, related items, right? And so that's one of the better ways that you'll be able to find things, just getting started on the homepage, finding a cool category or finding a cool product idea that looks good, and then from there just taking it on and on, opening up the stores, opening up the products, scrolling to the bottom, look at what else they're selling, look at what else is available, and just keep kind of searching for ideas. What page is this? Oh, this is the deals page. Okay, so opening up the deals page, and you can see they have some interesting stuff in here. And it's taking a while to load, but it would just keep going and going, right? So that's AliExpress, used as a research method. Very manual. It's very much just a matter of digging around, right? We're just looking around for ideas and looking for those unique, innovative products that show up. And so that's just a matter, like I said, of getting started, of finding one, like this is a unique product idea I think could do well, and then going to the bottom and using it as a way to help bring you other ideas, okay? The other way you can go in is just go in and pick a category that you know is in a category of items that you're selling and you want to find stuff. So if I'm looking for tech type items, I could just come to tech. AliExpress will just open up a trending page of all their tech items that are on sale. Bestseller top 10. Now, sometimes you'll see stuff like this, right? Phone screens, phone cases. This is a good product idea in wireless earphones. It looks like it's already been sold a lot, though. Good product ideas, but this would be niche specific to your store. Good product idea, the marble phone case, glitter phone case. These are, phone cases can be really good ideas. This is something that I wouldn't try to sell this. These are best sellers just based on people coming here and buying it. But you can get some idea. Like, say, for example, I open up this phone case. Okay, so already you can see this is a cheap phone case that they've been able to sell a lot of. Somebody was drop shipping this for sure. Shipping and payment to the U.S. $232 for that. Okay, so when I come to the bottom, for sure I'm going to be seeing other phone case ideas that AliExpress is going to start showing to me. All right, and I can go through and start seeing some of these other ideas that could be great for my store. Again, stuff with vibes is stuff with different variants is great because you can import this, add all these different variants right to your product page, and some people may order more than one, right? And so this is a great, this is a really cool. Phone cases can be good when you're drop shipping them from AliExpress like this because you can find them cheap. And you can find lots of them and unique ones as well, like really unique ideas, okay? And you could make a video with just all these images, like scrolling through and sell these. Now, there's been a lot of them sold already, so it might be tough to sell these now because it could be saturated, but that's the idea. And then again, if I come down here, and this is all assuming I'm looking at phone cases, you can see they have trending products on the side that they even show you. And just more and more product ideas, okay? So really a lot available to you just on AliExpress. Just so much available to you. It's a manual method of coming through and finding ideas, but you can see just in the short amount of time that we've been using this right now, just for a few minutes, already being able to find some products in different categories that are great starting points to start building a store around and finding good collections that you can put on your store. All right, so moving on. That's enough about AliExpress. Like I said, there's many ways you can use AliExpress. More, I wanted to just talk about the way that I use it when I'm searching, kind of what I'm looking for, how I'm evaluating what I'm looking at. But also, there are plenty of other places to find ideas beyond AliExpress as well. Okay, so let's go to Amazon next. Amazon Movers and Shakers is the next one on the list. All right, and so this is a cool category if you've never known this category, because with Amazon Movers and Shakers, you're seeing biggest gainers in sales rank over the past 24 hours, updated every hour. And what's really cool about that is that you can actually break it down into categories. So we're in the Movers and Shakers right now, and then I can break this down in the categories. So say I want to look in kitchen and dining at what the Movers and Shakers are. Here's the thing to remember with Amazon. Amazon is a search engine, okay? Just like Google. People come to Amazon and they use the search bar to find things for the most part. So some items that you see, like you have to keep this in mind as you're looking. A toaster, an air mattress. These are movers and shakers because they have big sales rank gains, but this is not something you're going to sell on your store. Obviously, it's a very general type of item you can find anywhere at amazing prices anywhere, any Walmart, Target, it doesn't matter. So you're not looking for stuff like this, right? There's no wow factor, there's no unique, innovative or something new type of deal. Because Amazon's a search engine, you might find items like this in the top sometimes. And checking the movers and shakers list is hit or miss. Like, you won't always find stuff on here that has to do with what you're doing, but sometimes you will. Like this, for example. Now, this has terrible reviews. And this has been sold a lot already. All right, and it's a trademark knockoff because it's an as seen on TV thing. But this is a product. Say, for example, you found that idea. You could come here and then type in the keyword to look for that hard-boiled egg cooker, and you can find the same product, right? I always sort by orders to see who has the most sales on it, so I know who I can trust the most, basically. I'm looking for the same one. Here's the one where they're knocking off the as seen on TV. 4.6. Yeah, this is the same one. So anyway, basically, that's kind of the idea of what we're talking about here, right? You can come to Amazon, look for ideas, and if you find ideas, you use like the main keywords to then come try and see if you could source that yourself on AliExpress, right? This was a winning product, by the way. Another one of those viral type products. See how they create like a problem in the mind of the user, infomercial style, like the old way of peeling hard-boiled eggs is just so terrible, and like this is how you can now hard-boil an egg without ever having to worry about peeling it again, right? It was a good idea, good product idea, innovative, good video that shows how it works, shows the process of cooking the egg and then actually taking it out all nice and no messy, no shells, no peeling, right? So it's like they create if you're somebody that eats a lot of eggs, okay, on a regular basis, you cook eggs and you eat eggs, then this video is certainly going to appeal to you because you're going to know what it's like to have issues and have problems, and then they show that you can add veggies in there to cook it at the same time. Like, it's a really good product idea, right? And then they show the end result of what it looks like having cooked something with it. So you can see why this was a good product offering, and this video is great when you can use a video. This video is an ad right here, right? And see how they create that problem in the mind of the user, and then they show how much of a better solution this is than the former. And so that's the idea, all right? Let's keep searching. Personal blender. That's an interesting one. Say personal travel blender. But it's not like a full setup. So they have similar ideas in here. Like this, or this. Small personal blender. All right, it's not the same exact item. Portable and convenient because of the USB charger. So it's a personal portable blender. It's actually not a bad idea. It's actually a good idea, I think. I mean, the video is good. You would want to present this with a marketing angle of like how, you know, really clearly describe to make it something that the user. It's expensive though. That's too expensive. See, and that's the thing, right? You got to be able to find it at a price that makes sense. I don't think that price makes sense, honestly. $10.98. That's a price that makes a lot more sense. $9.85. Let's see. They're not as big. This is 550 milliliters. I guess that's why. 4.5. It's the same product. 4.7. 96, 96. Oh, it's the same store, just selling the product two different ways. Looks like quite a few people are selling this product. With the cup. Okay, so $4.6. People are saying it's cheap and it breaks quickly. That's what you need to check with the reviews, because a lot of these views on this same exact product. So sometimes you'll notice that a lot of AliExpress sellers are selling the same exact product. You can tell this is the same as this. It's the same product. It's just different stores selling the same exact product. So if the reviews tend to be a little bit low overall across different people selling the same product, then it probably just means that there's a defect with the actual product. Like, it's just not a high quality product. You want to look for stuff that has better ratings, right? So who didn't we look at yet? This one, maybe? We looked at that one. This one, I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people are selling that same exact one. Also 4.5. So it just, yeah, the product itself just isn't amazing. Ships from the United States. Also kind of expensive. So anyway, I don't want to get too deep in here, but this is the process that I would go through, right? And in the end, I would decide, is there one that I can sell and make a profit? I think the ones at $20 are just a little expensive for like really making this a good, to make it like, hey, come buy your portable juicer that you can take anywhere and make, great shakes and juices on the go. Make them from work, make them from home, make them from wherever. I mean, it seems to be the price is about It seems to be that the cheap ones just don't have great reviews. Yeah. So I wouldn't sell that because it just seems questionable quality to me. I think you're going to be dealing with a lot of returns when you see reviews like that. But like looking at some of these other ones, I would just have to figure out what is the price here, really? What's the price point? Is this thing worth $40? Because if it's worth $40 and I could sell it at $40, I could sell it at $39.99. As long as it stays on sale, because a lot of times they run these sales and they'll keep it on sale, and they do this like as the compare at price to make it seem like you're getting a deal. I don't personally see anybody paying more than $40 for something like this. Ideally, keeping it around $30 would be best, but at $30, I don't know that you're going to really make money off of this unless you come up with a way to turn this into an offer. So like you don't only sell this, but you build out like an offer where you're selling the you're selling the machine and also like a juice diet or something. You could do something like that, right, and build out a full offer around it. Because $40 for one of these, like if you sell it at 30, you're leaving yourself a lot of room for profit, because it already cost you 19, and then you're leaving yourself $10 of profit. But once you start marketing, that $10 is going to disappear really quickly. You need more, about like $15 to $20 room for profit on this. And so at the price that they want to sell it at, it's just not, it's hard to, free shipping, so that's good. It's just hard to know if this would really stay profitable. But it is a good idea as a personal juicer that you can take around with you, and you can just charge this from anywhere, make your juices on the go. Travel, keep yourself healthy as you travel with your own personal juicer. So I think it's a good idea. I think it would just take a little bit of work on the offer side to make it so that people are worth paying it. Anyway, again, just one idea, but you can see from here that the sales rank jumped. So it just shows you what people are kind of interested in at the time. All right, let's check a different category. Let's check home and kitchen. A lot of similar items overlap. This is the NutriBullet. So you can see that is an item that tends to have some popularity, the overall juicer category. Cool coolers. That's a different kind of cooler than I was thinking. They just have regular ice ones in here. No, nothing. All right. So, coming back here. Bed band. Oh, they do have this. Okay, so interesting idea. Bed band keeps your sheets down. I definitely know that can be an issue. Lots of good reviews. Jumped in sales rank. Big gain to over. Starts at $12.99. So this could be an item with some potential, all right, because you can order one lot, they're one size fits all, and you could be, clips onto the side and then runs underneath. So very unintrusive. Yeah, I mean, so again, you're going to have to test this stuff. Like, there's no way to know, but this could be an interesting idea as well. You would need a video for this, but clearly you can see people are buying it and they like it, and there's a profit margin there that makes sense. you never know what the market's going to buy until you test it. But here's this again. You know, a lot of times with something like this, though, you need a video, right? You can't just say, oh, get the bed bands, but you need a video that shows actually setting it up and how it works and what it does to keep the sheets down, right? And it makes it more exciting for people. It makes them more likely to be able to picture themselves using it and then make a purchase. All right, one more category we'll check out on the Amazon movers and shakers. Say beauty and personal care. So here's an example. Now, this product will be difficult to sell because a lot of people know about it already, but you can see big jump in blackhead face mask remover. Okay, and then obviously you can find similar products on here that you could source. So they are, it looks like they're private labeling this because it's like the same type of image that you're going to find on here, of course. But then it looks like maybe they private labeled their own packaging. Here's one. So they're selling it on here for $14.99. You can see that you can get it on here for $2.99. And so that's the idea of what we're using Amazon for. Now, also with Amazon, you can break it down by subcategory, and then not only within the movers and shakers, but Amazon also already has something called the best sellers list as well. Where did it go? Okay, so you can see when I'm on this main page here, they have movers and shakers, most wished for, best sellers, new releases. So there are best-selling new and future releases updated hourly. So these are items that just came out that are their hottest new release items. So this is something you can check as well to come through here and see what kind of ideas might be available in the new release items. And same thing with best sellers in any of these categories, right? You can check best sellers in these categories. And most wished for also can be something because people that are coming in here and wishing for things, Let's Play House Dust Sweep Mop Set. That's interesting. Not toy cleaning, that's not what I meant. I meant like toy cleaning equipment. Something like this. You know, I don't know, maybe. I mean, so you can see they have some offers in here that could fit that category. You'd have to search through to try to find one that was like this. But that's interesting because it's a play set, Playhouse Dust Sweep set in toys and games. Interesting. So you can get good ideas from coming through here and just searching in the categories based on these different sections of best sellers, new releases, movers and shakers, most wished for, even gift ideas as well. I mean, Amazon is just a place for ideas that you can come and use any one of these. And so I just kind of showed you a little bit of scrolling through the movers and shakers section to find ideas and then going to AliExpress and using AliExpress to search and try to find where you can actually source the item itself. Next one we're talking about is the Facebook newsfeed. All right, I'm only going to cover this briefly because it's better on mobile, so I can't really show you as well on desktop because on mobile it's going to look different. Most stores target mobile users, so by that it means their ads show to you if you're on mobile, but not necessarily if you're on desktop. So when I come here and I look at Facebook and I talk about the graph search, this is the graph search up here. And when you know that there are certain phrases people use in these advertisements, you can type those phrases in to find ideas of stuff that might be out there being marketed already. A couple of the main phrases, get it here is one of those. All right, and so you can see this has 2 million views. Anything that has 1 million plus views is probably something worth checking out if you're looking for ideas. So perfect eyebrows daily in just a few seconds. So that's interesting. It's already got 2 million views about 3 months ago, so it's over. And you can see here the store link by clicking on this using the Brooklyn theme. And here's their product page. Right? So anyway, there's a couple different types of searches that you can use to do that. And so one of them is get it here, and you'll see different, and I clicked on videos, right? So you can see different things that showed up. Here's another one. Some type of herbal treatment for veins. 1.8 million views 2 months ago. So all these different products you can see. Now, based on when they were, I have it set to any date, so you can change this to see like more recent ones or things like that. But this can also give you a good idea of what ads are working when you do this. Like, you know, for example, we can see exactly what they're saying here in their ad copy. Cure your vein, get it here, get it here. So this is what I'm talking about. The reason I was able to find this post is because I searched by get it here. Okay? You can do other types of searches like get yours here. Come over here to videos. Okay, and so we see some other ones like the self-stirring mug. About a month ago, already 35 million views. Pretty cool. Obviously this video went viral, self-stirring mug, and I found it by get yours here. Okay, and so there's different things. Here's a selfie light for your phone. Different types of things you can do to check out videos and posts on Facebook where people, it's basically where you're searching things, and you can see Facebook's even given me some suggestions of things that people search sometimes to get ideas of e-com type products, right? Get yours here, free shipping. So it's searching all posts that have that in there. And then here's one that's coming up at the top that was uploaded 2 weeks ago. Now this didn't have as many views, but same type of idea here. Okay, so you're just putting in phrases up here and seeing what comes up in the types of videos, phrases that you think a store would use to actually promote a product. Buy now, get it here, get yours here, free shipping, all these types of things. Okay, buy yours here, or just buy yours maybe. Okay, so that's going to take some time. You know, it's just one way. And on the mobile search, it can be even better because you see more ads on the mobile search than what you're going to see here on the desktop search. That's everything for Facebook. Okay, Facebook, that's really it. You use the graph search, and then when you see big stores, so like what was that one that I did before? I think it was get yours here. Okay, and we saw like this big store, for example. This was just recently, the Sock Easy. And so we would have to decide, is this an item on AliExpress that we can sell? I don't know what would I even call it. That could be something they called it themselves. Oh, and there it is when I type in Sock Easy. Okay, so now you already see the item coming up. All kinds of people selling the same item. Sort it by orders. And you can see they're around the same price. And basically I would open, oh, it's all the same store. Oh, no, it's not. Same store, different store. So basically I would open up a few different one of these, see which one had the best reviews, best price, and best shipping time, and you could then import it to your store and get started. All right, and that's just by searching what we did, right? And so this was last Thursday, already 26 million views, 30,000 likes, 22,000 comments, 118,000 shares, and that's just by searching. Now, what I could also do right here is I could follow Fake Outrage. All right, they've got 1.5 million followers, and they're clearly always releasing different types of products, right? So when they release these products, if I follow them, then I will see. You can even put see first, so you'll see their post when you follow that page and they decide to post new videos. You can go to their page and check out other things that they're doing. So they have these videos. You can see what ads they're running by coming down here to info and ads. It's not showing any ads right now, but if you're following the page, then when they release these videos like this 4 hours ago, already getting tons of engagement, right? And they always have a link to be able to go buy. And then you can go see like what their store looks like and how they have everything set up. Here's where you can see again with SimilarWeb, is it a store worth following? Okay, yeah, they're killing it. They're getting 1 million views a month. And so that's basically how you can use Facebook, right? Next site that we're going to talk about is Taobao in 1688, all right? And these are both Chinese sites that are part of the. So there's one company called Ali Group that owns AliExpress, owns Alibaba, and I believe also owns Taobao. But basically, these are Chinese sites that are similar to AliExpress. They're wholesale sites. Taobao is a wholesale site to sell to business to consumer in China. All right, business to consumer in China. So you can't actually source products from Taobao, but you can get ideas from Taobao. And 1688 is a business to business site in China. So what 1688 can be used for is to find out if you're getting products at the best price or not. So on Taobao, on Taobao, the thing is that searching for ideas is a little bit more difficult because it's in Chinese, all right? But you can still, so you can come here and basically, you can use, let's say you use Google search for translate English to Chinese. All right, Chinese simplified. Okay, and so you can come here and type in things like unique products. and copy that over to here to search. And depending on the translation, I mean, you may or may not, let's see here. Like, this is kind of cool. There's different ways you can translate too to type it in. You could type in unique products, unique product, innovative product, right? That, like, there's different ways that you could change the search, and then like this is a cool product. Now, once you find a product, you can also try to translate the page. I just think the search function is different if you try to search in English. So, a couple ways you could go about this. You could save an image. On mobile, you can search by image, so it's not letting you search by image here. Sometimes it's hard. So Starry Night. That brings up some interesting things that you could check out, but Nightlight gift. How about nightlife? Nightlight. So it brought me down the path of some good ideas. I'm trying to find the exact one. This is something similar. Now, it's not the same thing, but I'm wondering, like, if I come down here to the bottom. So, I mean, just in doing that, put us on the path of some cool ideas. This is a cool idea. This is a cool idea. So anyway, I mean, it's not always going to be an exact search, but that's just an example. All right, I might have to do a little bit of digging to find exactly what that is, but usually if it's on here, it'll be on AliExpress as well. This just doesn't have like a very specific name, so it seems like I would have to search around a little bit to find this. Find these little scenic nightlight displays that I think are pretty cool. Or you could search by, I can't do it because I'm not on mobile, but you could download the picture, send it to yourself on Messenger, and then open up your mobile app and search for it right from your phone, because AliExpress does have a search by image function when you're on your phone, okay? Another way, like I was saying, you can translate the innovative product. Innovative product, you can see, brings up different types of search results that are a little mixed. Here's something that could be cool. Like, you're looking for stuff that has that wow factor, right? That'll stand out. You don't know if it's going to sell until you try to sell it. But so this brought up a lot of books. So anyway, you can use different types of, like innovative product, unique product, cool products. That didn't work because it brought me up weird results. Unique gifts. Just different combinations of words you could think of that might that might bring back interesting search results. This is interesting. Interesting. So there's some interesting ideas in here, right? And of course, again, you would have to still, the next step is trying to source or find a supplier for some of this stuff. Like, this is cool here. But this gives you a place to start. Like, you can see what the unique idea is, and then you can take this idea and try to go find it on AliExpress, right? 1688, like I said, is a place that you can check prices on something. So as an example of this, what AliExpress actually is in a lot of cases is people on here that are drop shipping very similar to us. So you noticed with a few of these items that we looked at where there's like lots of people that are selling the same item, lots of stores on AliExpress that are selling the same item. Well, very similar to what we're doing, they might have one manufacturer over there that is making the item, and then several stores pop up on AliExpress that are going to drop ship the item, right? And so they're all competing against each other, and basically we're looking for the one that has the best price, the best like feedback and shipping times, yes, the best feedback and reviews overall. And so one of the things that you can do when you start selling an item, right? If you start selling an item and making sales, and you want to make sure you're getting the best deal possible so that you can make the most money possible, you can search on 1688, because 1688, like I said, is B2B. So you'll find a direct manufacturer price on 1688. But most people don't know about this site and are intimidated because when they come here, it's in Chinese. But here, you can search by image right from your desktop. So let me show you an example of a shirt that I sold before. All right, here's a shirt that I sold before, Honeymoon Bound. You can see that it's $7.82. This one is anyway. They were all about the same price. This one's $7.82 with free shipping, okay? So if I come to 1688 and I load up a picture of the same thing, you can see on here that the item for 2 to 29, so as long as I'm ordering, I mean, you'd have to work that out with them, but basically it's 19 RMB, right? That's what the yuan to or RMB? Is it also? Anyway, so we know that it was 19 of these. All right, so the item is $2.78. You see that? On here, it's $7.82. On here, it's $2.82. So basically, these guys are making a $5 markup on every single one that they sell. So I know that there's room in the price for me to get it even cheaper if I can find a supplier that I can work with direct. All right, now I'm not going to talk about sourcing agents and fulfillments and that kind of stuff, but I will just say now that 1688 is not a site that you can order from to drop ship because they only sell B2B within China. But this is a site that you could use as a this as a guideline to know, okay, I'm selling this shirt. I think I can sell this many more. And I see right here that I have the potential to make an additional $5 in profit. Well, I could go find a sourcing agent to help me source this item for cheaper, right? And you can pay the sourcing agent out of the money that you're saving on the item. So you might say, okay, I can save $5. I'll give the sourcing agent $2 per every item shipped, and I'll save $3 in profit. It's a win-win situation. Sourcing agent makes money, you make more money, right? By being aware of this resource 1688 that can help you find the true manufacturer's cost of an item just by coming over here and doing an image search for whatever the image is that you got from the AliExpress item, okay? So that's Taobao in 1688. Now Pinterest and Repinned.net, which are great resources for print on demand. Pinterest in and of itself is just a great resource for print on demand because you can come here and you can get lots of great ideas. So I could come in here and say I would type something like, let's say, veteran memes. Okay, these are all, remember I said how it has to do with the message. All right, so here's a message that could work on a veteran shirt. Not necessarily the same picture, not necessarily the same way the font is, but for those I love, I will do horrible things. It's not that I can and others can't, it's that I did and others didn't. That would make a great veteran shirt. That's a message that would work. My hero doesn't have a numbered jersey. He has dog tags and a DD214. So you see how you get, when you type in memes, right? Like any niche and you type in memes, you get different stuff back, messages. Here's an actual shirt, right? I am a veteran. My oath of enlistment has no expiration date, right? And so you can see what they do basically. They take like quotes and messages and memes and they turn it into a design image, all right? And you could do this for anything. Now, you don't have to do memes. You could do quotes. Home of the free, because of the brave. Obviously, that could be a shirt. This could be a shirt for sure. Here's another shirt that already was made. I am a U.S. veteran. I believe in God, family, and country. I will salute my flag. I'm a proud American. So, like that, you get the idea here. Here's one for veteran's wife. He served, he sacrificed, he regrets nothing. He is my hero, proud veteran's wife. So you get ideas of images, designs, you get ideas of quotes and messages that you can use by these two types of things. Veteran quotes funny is another one you could do to get like the laugh out loud kind of stuff. And you could do this with anything, all right? So you could say like, let's say like engineer memes. Trust me, I'm an engineer. Here's one that could possibly be an idea that you could turn into a design. Here's one that was made for an electrician, someone who solves a problem you didn't know you had in a way you don't understand. See also wizard magician. So you get it, like it's that pride kind of shirt. I'd have to go through here. I mean, there's not as many because engineer's a more obscure one, but let's say like nurse quotes. Earned, not given. That's a good idea. I can't because I'm on call. Obviously already been made into a shirt, but good idea. I'm a nurse. What's your superpower? So you can see you can come here and get a lot of ideas just by looking around for memes and quotes. And that's what Pinterest is really good for, because these memes and quotes, remember, if you think back to when we talked about POD, you want to like find stuff that has to do with the lingo and the way that the niche talks. And so being able to come into Pinterest where quotes and memes are extremely popular and get sorted by pins and stuff, then you can find really good ideas in here of inside jokes and inside thing. Like this is an inside joke, right? I don't even necessarily get it, but it has to do with nurses, I'm sure. So you can find inside jokes and inside things that people will only relate to as a nurse, and that you could turn into designs and into shirt kind of stuff. It has to make sense though, is just like the text, because you're not going to be able to put like an image like this, for example, on a shirt, or an image like this. But if the text, in and of itself makes sense, and it's something that you could try to put into a design, then that's the type of stuff that we're looking for with Pinterest, right? And it's mostly memes and quotes that I search for. You could just search you could mix it up, right? And you could find the big boards and the big profiles. Like here's a board, right? So I could go to this board and check out the memes that they have. So Pinterest is just a place where you can come and get ideas. And then the thing is, you would still need a designer, or to be a designer yourself, to say, hey, I think this is a great quote. I would love to turn this into a design. Here's what I would like to do. Something, and you could give them like a design example plus a meme and say, can you turn this into a design with this meme? Okay. Repinned.net is a place basically that sorts pins from Pinterest. Right? Most Pinterest things. So basically the most pinned stuff. Now this can work both ways. This can work for drop shipping. This can work for print on demand, because not everything on Pinterest is just print on demand. So you can come here to like the Pinterest thing and see the stuff that's getting the tops amount of pins and is really capturing people's attention. And it may not always be directly applicable to what you're selling or what your business is. Especially, you got to remember, a lot of Pinterest stuff is going to be geared towards women. But you could still come here and find some great ideas. All right. And you can sort by categories, right? They have lots of categories here that you could come in. So say you're in travel niche. All right. That's just showing pictures of places to travel to. So let's try again. Let's say you're in the tattoos niche. All right, so you can come here and see what the top tattoos that are, or just basically what's getting repinned the most, what people like the most in terms of ideas. And again, it's going to be specific to your store, but if you see something that's doing really well as a tattoo, maybe that design would do well on a shirt or do well on something else, right? So you're just able to come here. This is interesting. If you could find that as a product, people seem to like that. Lucky us, with 2 pennies on a key ring. So again, this is just most repinned. Okay, that's all that this is for this site, and it has all these different places where you can come get ideas, and just every day you can come here. It's updated daily, so you could come here and just find different ideas on a daily basis. Working my adipose off. And then you see like they have this entire store. This is Teespring. So now you're into this entire store of all these different ideas that you can see from different print-on-demand stuff and shirts that you could sell. So that's Pinterest and Repin. There's not really too much to say about them because they're pretty straightforward sources. I'm just telling you how I use those to be able to come in here and get ideas from both of them, specifically towards print on demand, but also, you can get ideas just in general by searching, because when you find stuff that's pinned a lot, then it's a good idea. Like I said, we're going to cover the software in a different section. And then briefly what I'll cover in this last part is I mentioned this earlier as a way in the research phase that you can find other stores. So like with this, for example, myshopify.com : and then cats, or here's one, cat socks, right? And so when I do that, it'll bring up like a store that's actually selling these items, okay? And so now this is a weird store, but you can just basically see that because they're selling cat socks and I type that in with myshopify.com, then I get this store that is selling that stuff. ilovecatsocks.com. This looks like a little bit more legit of a store. So you can see what kind of socks they're selling, they have more than socks, obviously, they have all kinds of stuff. But again, using that is a way that you can find stores in your niche by typing in my Shopify and then typing in anything you want after that, paleo. It's only going to bring up stores that are on Shopify. See, all these stores are on myshopify.com on the root, unless it runs out of stores to show you. But then it's, you're getting like niche stores that you can go research and see products that they have. And then finally, last thing that I want to talk about as a manual method of searching is this web address right here, which you're getting. It's right here. And basically what this web address is, it's my IP. All right. And this is the Shopify IP address. Okay. And similar to this method, because all stores are hosted on myshopify.com, it means technically that all Shopify stores are on the same website IP address as well, because we're all hosted through Shopify. So when you do that, and you don't have to type this in, all you have to do is click this link and it automatically does the search for you. And when you do that, then you get all of these all of these stores that show up that are all hosted on Shopify, and they're being ranked in terms of traffic, okay? So these are all stores. And they're great sources of inspiration, research, whatever you want to use them for. All right, obviously these ones in the top categories are going to be really big stores, right? Like these are stores that you can look at to get some ideas of what they're doing. So here's a store. I've never heard of Death World. This must be something that's very new and trending. And it's a very simple store. You can see they're all sold out apparently of a lot of their, I don't know why. This is interesting. They have their Facebook page here. So Earl sweatshirt. Okay, so it has to do. I guess it's trending based off of like an actual music star, which I don't really apparently know anything about. An album by Earl Sweatshirt. Okay, so that's why this is going viral and getting so many hits, and that's basically how Shopify ranks these stores in terms of traffic. So the ones getting the most traffic are the ones showing up at the top. Maverick by Logan Paul. That's Logan Paul's store. So there's a bunch of them on here that you can use this to check out. Now, as you start to get deeper into the list, you'll start to find more of this stuff that may be drop shipping or thing, but you just have to go through. There's not really a way to sort this list. It's just a matter of going through and finding, just looking for some stuff that might do good for you. And then the stores that you find you want to, like, the way that this falls into product research is that if I'm in here and I find a store, let's say, we're still too far into the top. Hold on a second. Say, for example, I Heart Raves. If I decide that this store is in my niche and I start to follow them, then when they release new items, I can come here and see the new items that they're releasing, new arrivals, for example. I can come here and see what new arrival items they might release and then see if this is stuff on AliExpress that I can sell as well. Now, that's all festival wear and things like that, but you get the idea. Different stores are going to have to deal with different types of niches, so you just got to kind of come through here and just go through the list. I've done it before where I took a day and I just kind of went through the whole list and I looked for the stuff that caught my attention, right? Names that caught my attention that I thought might be drop shipping stores or might have like bestofdeals.com. What is this store? This is definitely a drop shipping store. 100% for sure. You can see these are all drop ship items, okay? So here's one I mentioned before was a winning product. This is the Brooklyn theme as well. Not getting any stats from SimilarWeb, but the fact that it's showing up in the top 500 means that it's certainly getting traffic and it's certainly doing something well. So there's something on here. Maybe this is what it's selling right now that's doing well. Perfect teeth whitening pen. Okay, and so you come here and now you can follow this store. See, they're using that sticky add to cart button. Very similar setup to what we talked. Ali reviews at the bottom, and you can track the products that they launch. Right? If I find this store here, I can look for, if they have the pop-ups for sure, I can look for the winning products that they're selling, and I can see, all right, this is, Best of Deals. This is obviously a drop shipping site. Every now and then I can check in on this site and see what they're selling. What are their new arrivals? What products do they have going on here? I can go look for their Facebook page online and then start following their Facebook page, right? So this is one of the last methods of research, is going through here, compiling a list of stores that are stores doing well, within your niche that you think are worth following. How do you know they're doing well? Five nozzle sphere. Here's another product. Bundle offer, frequently bought together. Generally, you're going to know they're doing well by looking at like the SimilarWeb that we talked about. This isn't bringing up any stats right now, but it's telling me the global rank is 1 million. Okay, so generally, all right, if like anything here within like the top, probably within the top probably within the top 500 to, maybe 500 to 1,000 could be worth checking out, because they're stores that are all getting traffic, and so they're doing some okay things, and they might have some good ideas, and you really just want to narrow it down to the best ones that are like actually getting really consistent traffic. So maybe you don't even want to go past 500 on this list, like up to 500. You can look within here. There's like 50 per, I think there's, 50 per, 50 per. So you can come in here and find your different ideas and just pick out the different stores that you think are worth following, and then check in with them every now and then, right? And see what kind of products they're launching, what kind of specials they're doing, check out their store, all that kind of stuff, right? So that's everything really for the product. I'll show you this as well, how you can sort for best selling on a store. So once you find a store, all you have to do is come right after the root domain and paste this, and you can sort their best selling products. It doesn't always work because the store owner can create a block if they want to, but that is the way that if you put that behind the domain, it should automatically sort their best-selling products for you, so you can see what they sold. It looks like this one was their best-selling, and they even call it the bestseller, Talking Hamster. And so you can sort their winning products and see what was doing the best, all right? So remember, when we're looking at items, all right, we just went through product research, a live demo of product research, basically finding your ideas and then coming to AliExpress and seeing if you can source those products. And there's the Talking Hamster. Definitely sold a lot. 14,000. Maybe not this person, but somebody sold a lot of them. 14,000. Could be something that becomes a Christmas gift as well, holiday item, as you see right here, right? So anyway, Talking Hamster, like you can see, perfect example, hand in hand there. You found a store, found their best seller, went to AliExpress and found how you can source it yourself, right? Same thing we looked at with Amazon, movers and shakers, most wished for, new releases, best sellers, all that kind of stuff. Same thing we looked at then using Taobao, 1688, Pinterest, Repinned, Facebook. So we looked at quite a few methods to find product ideas, all right? And then what you want to think about when you have your product ideas is these questions that we talked about. Clear audience, is this item niche, mass appeal, quality item, reliable vendor, profitable, can I market this? And I talked about all these questions as I went through this video with you and as I showed you these research methods that we talked about in here. So just remember that it's just a matter of putting the time in, putting the effort in. Like you're just going to have to find a few sources where you can find ideas, and then you go to AliExpress and you just start looking for those ideas. And then you can be on AliExpress searching around as well through the methods that I showed you by looking at the stores, looking at the other items at the bottom of the page. And so it's a big circle of finding items from some of these other sources here, coming to AliExpress, looking for items, or just using AliExpress as your source for finding some items as well. So that's everything for this video. I know this is one of the longer videos we've done because there's a lot and there's a lot of sources that I covered, and I just wanted to give you a good demo of walking through this process and what it's like to research products and look around for different methods. And so that's everything. Start implementing this for, your niche, whatever it is. Use a couple of these methods, whichever ones make the most sense, to be able to find product ideas for your store. And then in the next video, we're going to talk about actually importing products and just a few tips about writing your product description and getting it all set up. And then we'll talk about actual product research softwares as well before closing out the module. All right. Thank you for watching. I know this was a longer video. Appreciate your time. I will see you in the next video.